Hello Overclock, YouTube, Reddit, and wherever else you found this video. This is a quick overview of the Razer Lancehead. I'm first going to show you the mouse itself, my thoughts about it, and then you can listen to the clicks and whatever other stuff you want to do. So the left-hand side right here has your rubber side grip, your mouse buttons 4 and 5 on the top, and the LED strip. Same exact thing on the right hand side. The back of the mouse, the top view, front view, and then the underside, which is bottom big skate, two smaller top skates, sensor skate, and profile button. And then the cable is the same exact thing as the Death Adder Elite. It's a lightweight braided cable. I prefer rubber, but it's whatever. This cable's fine. And the mouse skates glide pretty well over the QCK Plus, and it'd be the same exact thing on the QCK Heavy. This is one of my preferences for cloth pads, just because the glide is always feels like it's not that much resistance in either direction. Feels like a free glide. So now I'm just going to go over the shape, right? It's an ambidextrous shape. It curves inward a little bit on both sides, as you can see, right? Like a little bit of curve. Your thumb sits here, your palm's going to hit this, and your fingers can either be bent or extended. And then the right-hand side, you try your best to hold it. My fingers are a little bit big. And I don't really like the shape. I don't find that it satisfies any of my grips, which I can do a palm or a claw grip. I never really do fingertip grip. So for palm grip, it just doesn't really work because of how small the mouse is and how this right-hand side over here, where the rubber is, I'm trying to zoom in for you. Yeah, it just thins out. It gets really small, and then the rubber stops. I don't know. It's just weird. I can't really hold it with my index finger there. So my index finger is forced backwards over here, where there's more space for it to work. And it just makes me lose the front control of the mouse. I don't have that extra control I would have if my finger was extended. And then my pinky's pretty cramped up. And for a fingertip style grip, I mean, I guess it works, kind of. I don't really use this kind of grip. If you do, I mean, you're probably better off just getting the Zowie FK2, which is smaller, so you can maneuver it better and lighter. I don't really know why Razer came out with this new model, because they have the Death Adder, which works for claw, and I guess it kind of works for palm. Doesn't work for fingertip. They have the Diamondback, which I assume works for claw and fingertip, right? That's their smaller size. And then they have the Mamba, which is really good for palm grip and, like, you know, longer hands, like 19 plus centimeter hands. And then they released this mouse, which is like an in-between of the Mamba and the Diamondback, meaning like it's like an in-between ambidextrous ergonomic type thing. So I like the concept that they wanted to cave in the inside, the left side, and the right side the same way. I personally think they did not deliver on that. What they should have done was the width of the mouse is okay, right? Yeah, the width's okay. The width's fine. They should have made a little more height here in the back, just a hair bit, and then they should have made this taller, the right-hand side taller and longer, right? Because you want to be able to extend this finger and not have it be so small up front, and then have this one more comfortably relaxed, because you'll get a better grip and you can also aim better. And these mouse buttons in the front, I think they should have been caved more downward, like more slanted, instead of being flat like this, because when you have these flat, it just makes the claw grip and like weirder, right? Because your fingers are like up like this now, and then you're still trying to claw on the side. It doesn't feel right. This should be slanted downwards if you want to have a mouse that's for claw grip. So I don't know. If you were looking for a new mouse, I mean, that was ambidextrous, that you could claw, you're just better off going with a Zowie ZA. And then if you're looking for a fingertip, you can get the ZA13 or the FK2. And then if you're looking for ergonomic, they have the EC. Or you could do Logitech. Logitech has some decent ones. But this is like some weird in-between. I just wasn't a fan of it. I have another ambidextrous mouse I just want to show you really quick, which is the ZA12, the Zowie. So what this mouse does better is that it's taller. I mean, this part's preference, right? The taller back's all preference. But what it does is the right-hand side, it just doesn't thin out as much, right? I mean, I guess it kind of does. I don't know. But you're able to extend your finger all the way to the end and then grip it that way. And there's a little ledge there. I mean, you could do without that too. You could also rest this finger on that ledge kind of and then extend your pinky. But with this shape, I'm just able to extend my fingers while keeping the like a claw, half palm type of grip. And on this mouse, I can't do the same thing. It's uncomfortable. It feels like there's a weird barrier between where the rubber ends and where the plastic begins. Like, it's just, this whole thing is just uncomfortable. So that is my thoughts on the shape. Now I'm just going to quickly go over the buttons for you. The sounds, the button sounds. So this is mouse button 4, mouse button 5, DPI down, DPI up, scroll wheel. It's a fast scroll wheel, so it's going to scroll through web pages pretty quick. The scroll wheel feels fine. I like the scroll wheel. This is the right mouse button, left mouse button, sound a little bit different, but they feel the same. Mouse button 6 and 7, 6 on the front one. Oops, front one 7. There's a profile switch. I'm not going to hit that because I don't want to change profiles or whatever it does. And yeah, that's basically it. The mouse is okay. I would not pay 80 bucks for this again. I really don't know what I'm going to do with it. I mean, because I feel bad returning it to Best Buy, because I mean, that's most likely what I'll do, or I'll sell it or something. But I don't think it's worth 80 bucks. The quality's good, the material's good, the 3360 sensor's fine. The shape's just weird. I also find that it should be lighter for the kind of shape it is. I don't know, because like, I mean, the ZA12 is literally, I'm pretty sure this is just straight up bigger, and this is like 85 grams, and this one's 100, which I don't know how it became 100 grams. So I mean, the weight's not even the biggest problem. It's just the shape's straight up weird. And I hope this answered your questions. If you have any more questions, just feel free to ask them. I would personally hold off on buying this. Even if it was on sale, I'd probably say this is a skip. There's just better options for the shape. So Razer, if you ever see this video, you made a decent mouse. I mean, quality-wise, everything's fine. The Synapse Pro, which apparently would save the DPI steps to the onboard memory. I mean, I don't know why you took that out of the Death Adder Elite. That made no sense. The shape just doesn't really deliver. I would recommend you put the 3360 inside the Mamba. And if you're going to make a small form factor ambidextrous, I mean, you have the Diamondback. You could work with that. Or you can make another new one. That's just, I don't know. There has to be a better way you can make a ambidextrous mouse, because this one is just, it's one of my least liked ones out of all the ones I've tried. And that's it. So any questions, feel free to ask. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I didn't waste your time. And yeah, so again, my final verdict is that this mouse is a skip.